ball games, but I love how we're a team, but only when we're winning and things are going well. When we start to lose, it's the head coach's fault, or as Skip says, when one side of the ball, guy plays okay, it's the defense. Skip, look, but the players have to take some of this also, because it's their job to execute the game plan. I'm sure Jason Garrett is not telling them, oh, guys, I want to start slow today because I want to show how effective we are in the offensive side of football and bring this thing back. Skip, and everybody keeps talking about this point differential. They played the Giants twice, Washington and Miami. They're plus 72 against in the other 7 games, they're plus 13. And they're 0-4 against teams with winning records. So what does that tell you? They're a 500 ball club. They're slightly better than 500. They're 6-5.
Did they get blown out?
What? See?
Well, did they?
Hold on. Skip. Okay. Plus 72, the Giants, Washington, and Miami. Now, which one of those teams making the playoffs? Okay.
A lot of teams get to play those teams.
But we're not talking about
the
those.
Eagles get to play the Dolphins this Sunday.
We're talking about the Cowboys and how you want to inflate or conflate. Or you look at this, we're plus 72. We got the 4th best. But what did Coach Parcells say? You are what your record says you are.
Which is exactly what I said to open this show.
6-5. So stop trying to excuse away playing bad teams and hanging 35, 40 points and winning by 25, 30 points. And then when you play good teams, you lose. Because what Skip always says is this, and this is the problem that I really have with the Cowboys and people like you. When the game plan goes really well, Dak throws for 400 and everything's going well, that was a genius game plan by Kellen Moore. But the moment they lose, that must have been Jason Garrett's game plan. Jason Garrett said, what the hell? That ain't mine.
I've criticized Kellen Moore.
No, you haven't. Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. Because he should have got huge criticism for Sunday's performance by not giving the ball to Zeke Elliott more. But you blame Jason Garrett. Jerry Jones blamed Jason Garrett. So at the end of the day, Skip, yes, he deserves some blame.
Like what percent would you give him? Like 3%?
No. You know what? You know why I'm gonna give him? I'm gonna give him 30% of the blame.
Oh, that's
you know why I'm giving him 30%? Because you don't give him 70% of the credit. Because when the things go well, I have never heard that was a great game by Jason Garrett. All I hear is that when they lose, Jason Garrett is terrible. So Skip, if you say they win in spite of him, I guess they losing because of him. Shouldn't they lose in spite of him too? Oh, no, because that's easy. But that's what you want to do. But Jason, hang in there, Red. I got your back up here. Yeah, I got your back, Red.
Do you really?
Yep.
Yeah, because you know he's a big reason they have lost
No, he's not. No. But hold on. You said Tuesday, you played a clip of Troy Aikman's sound. What did Troy say yesterday about it's deeper? What's going on in Dallas is deeper than coaching. Play that sound.
What do you want to?
No, I want to hear. I just want to mention that out there. Good looking at Troy.
I didn't hear that song.
Oh, yeah, but he said it.
Okay.
Troy Aikman said the problem that's going on in Dallas is deeper than coaching.
Okay.
And Troy would know because Troy and Leo there. He's a legend.
Well, I assume he's talking about Jerry, but
I don't know why I ain't going to assume nothing. I'm just saying what he said.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to reiterate what I said yesterday on the show. Way back after the 2012 season, so it was in early 2013, I went on record on the old show I used to do on ESPN, and I said I would now part ways with Jason Garrett. I have seen enough.
Okay.
I saw him for 8 games at the end of the Wade Phillips year in which he replaced Wade, who went 1-7 to start that year. And then the next year, his first full season, he went 8-8. In his second full season, 2012, he went 8-8 again. And he was about to go 8-8 again. But before he did that, I said, I've seen enough. I know Jason from covering him as the backup quarterback for the Cowboys. Not a head coach. Could be a good coordinator, maybe a great coordinator, not a head coach. So I just spat out a few minutes ago on the show that it was 5 years ago I called for his job. It was actually back to 2012. Now it's almost about to be 2020. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. So it's really like 7-ish years ago, almost 8. Yep. It's a long time that I've had to put up with Jason Garrett.
That's a lot of stress.
So for this year's 6-5 record, I'm going to give him the bulk of the blame, as in 51% of the blame for 5 and 6. I'm going to say it again. 8 times in 11 games, my team, especially my defense, has come out flat. It's come out lifeless. It's come out dead-headed and worse, dead-legged, just flat out uninspired. And That's on the coach. And this is a team that, again, point differential, they've been losing close games. You got to admit that they've lost close games.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 close losses. That's on the coach because this team has been in desperate need of a spark, a jump start that the coach is incapable of providing. Because remember, not only is he not a motivator, he's now become an unmotivator, as in uninspirational, as in this team has tuned out Jason Garrett. Because trust me, you can just see it from the clips of what you see post-game. He speaks in these endless, monotonous, monotone cliches. It's all coach speak. All the pregame speeches, they've all heard them before. It's like canned. It's almost like recorded. Jason Garrett, monotone coach speak. And when you're in need of something, some little X factor to get you going, shake it up. Shake up a practice, shake up by a position change, elevating somebody to the starting lineup. Okay, whatever. This coach is incapable of that because this team doesn't hate Jason Garrett. They just don't love Jason Garrett. And what do we see last week? When Jerry opened fire, did anybody stand up and say, no, we're behind Jason Garrett? Nobody did that.
Nobody said that. But Skip, let me ask you a question. Do you actually think Jason Garrett, without clearing this with Jerry, can move practice up or back without consulting Jerry?
Yeah, I believe he could do that. No, I do. I could believe, he could elevate somebody in the starting lineup. I think that's in his purview.
I don't.
He could try something. He could show, remember the Titans the night before the game. I don't know.
I thought you don't like cliches. I thought you don't like cliches.
Well, again, do something just to shake it up. But he just keeps doing the same thing. Jimmy Johnson was on First Things First today, and he talked about how much he loves Jason Garrett because he does. Because, again, Jason played for Jimmy, and they're friends, and they talk fairly regularly.
Right.
But he said, Jason just tunes out all the noise, and he just keeps doing the same thing. Well, trust me, Jimmy didn't say this, but I covered Jimmy. If this started happening, the ceiling would fall in on this team.
It wouldn't happen because Jerry wouldn't be out there spouting off. But anyway, Skip, here's my thing. Last year, when this team was 8-1 in one-score game, how much credit did you give Jason Garrett for that?
I told you he goes along for a great ride.
No,
yes. I've been saying this for 8 years. He goes along for, if his team is so talented that somebody starts making plays, if DeMarco Murray can lead the league in rushing and Tony Romo can have this extraordinary extraterrestrial relationship and rapport with Des Bryant, you got it.
Skip,
it works.
Skip, last year, in one-score games, they were 8-1. All I'm saying, and nobody mentioned anything.
Just kept making plays.
You see, okay, so what about now? Now the quarterback isn't making plays. That's Jason Garrett's fault?
Sometime you got to have somebody who can flip your switch. He can't flip anybody's switch. He can't flip his own switch. When they win, he claps. He's Coach Clap.
But let me tell you,
when they lose, he just keeps doing this.
Let me tell you what Jason Garrett is good at. Jason Garrett might be the best shield that we've ever seen because what he's done is he's blocked the criticism of Chris Richard because his defense gave up 34 points to the Green Bay Packers. His defense, they had 3 timeouts, and they punted the ball to New England.
And Rod Marinelli is still the co-coordinator, so
and with two runs, New England was able to run out the clock. That's Jason Garrett's fault, or that's Chris Richard and Rod Marinelli's fault?
I give you that, but you know and I know, in the end, the buck stops in the locker room with the head football coach. It's up to him. Chris Richard does not address the football team before the game.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about his defense. They had a chance with those timeouts to get the ball back. And what did Chris Richard and Rod Marinelli's defense do? On 2 runs, Shannon Michelle had run out the clock.
I agree.
Okay, Kellen Moore with that bullseye job. Hold on. They script the first 15 plays. They script the first 20 plays. Okay, why are you falling behind? Why are you getting 3 points, 9 points? There was a 3-game stretch. You got 9 points.
You know why? Because the quarterback came out with no glove on his hand and couldn't even hold on to the football.
That was in 1 game.
Okay.
But you should have known better.
Yeah.
Hold on. You mean to tell me quarterbacks are so meticulous, Jenny. They go through everything with a fine-tooth comb.
Sure.
They magnifying glass to the umpteenth degree. He knew he had never played in weather like that.
Once he did in Washington.
Okay,
And he was
not the
terrible.
Same weather, though.
All I know is that Peyton Manning put a glove on for the first time once he played Baltimore in the playoffs when they knew the weather conditions was going to be difficult and the grip was going to be a problem. So you mean to tell me Dak and all his the way he approaches the game so methodical with a laser-like focus, he goes out there with no glove?
did the head coach practice with a wet ball the week before the game, leading up to the game? I didn't hear about it if he did.
What would they should have been practicing indoors. They should have been turned the sprinklers on and been practicing in that.
Okay, that's on the head coach. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing life spark.
I haven't said when does Kellen Moore gonna get some blame?